Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to or back to your channel. This is your daily reading for Thursday, May 21st. Time is fluid, and take what's yours, leave the rest behind, and or come back to the reading after the day is over and see how it fits. So your number for the day, Leo, is 666 with I am centered. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. All right, so some of you born on the 6th, it doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. You may start seeing this number, license plates, billboards, social media, basically wherever you would see digits. This card comes through when you are needed to be reminded to stay centered. So something could be making you feel off right now, or possibly on a mental plane of things, feeling unstable in certain thoughts, or just feeling like your brain is going back and forth on something. So the sixes are coming in to help center your energy. You do have a angel number with 3 sixes coming through, so a really strong indication you're going to see the number 6 in synchronization with each other, so where you're going to see multiple of them as once. You also have the energy of Sun in Scorpio with passion, a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase. All right, card number 8 coming through. Honestly, Leo, this card is all about a very intense attraction that you're feeling or somebody is feeling towards you. And sometimes when we feel intensity, it doesn't always have to be on a level of passion and I guess you could say alluring type of energy. Sometimes intensity could feel like you are feeling overwhelmed, right? Passion and energy in that sector isn't always going to be a thrill type of feeling. Sometimes it does cause you to feel off or uncentered. But it looks like somebody around you is viewing you as a very strong mystery here. Somebody is feeling extremely passionate towards your energy. You could have somebody in terms of love come in very hot towards you around this time. And it could be causing you to feel a little bit back and forth, not really sure how to receive it, how to handle it. So there could be an overwhelming sense of action that is taken your way. Possibly, I want to say on a more positive level, but look, I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes passion is anger. But there definitely could be an intense moment you have today with another person. Let's get an energy card. This will be helpful to see where it's at. And we have multidimensionality. Oh, gosh. All right. The frequency of multidimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multidimensional. So when this card comes through, it's almost like you are experiencing different frequencies at the same time. So you know that saying where there's a fine line between love and hate type of energy? I feel like for a lot of you, there is this insanely strong passion and attraction that you are holding with another person. And I feel like you are experiencing or will experience the multidimensionality of that, where, you know, somebody pushes a button, but you really have love for them, or something is coming in very quickly, but you feel the need to guard your energy a bit. So you may find yourself experiencing different energies and different frequencies in the same experience when you get this card. So you look like you have a very interesting day here, Leo. Let's see what else you got going on and what Metatron has here for you before we get your tea leaf out. And Metatron is giving you the energy of Mother Earth with grounding and support. So a situation that may feel very passionate, very up in the air, very strong with a sense of different energies. I like that Metatron is giving you Mother Earth because it matches your 666 of I am centered. So something, you know, when we experience very strong energy of excitement, we feel euphoric, right? But that energy always has to come back down in a stabilized way. So I feel like there has been a very overwhelming, intense, or is happening for you right now, almost euphoric experience that the universe is about to reground you in a sense where you're going to not only see it for what it feels like, but experience it for what it truly is. So I actually really like that you have Mother Earth, because this is showing me that there is, boom, a multi-dimensional energy to a connection or to an experience for you right now, where it gives you that vibration of extreme excitement or extreme passion, but also giving you the energy of, well, this may feel so heightened, but it also feels grounded and consistent. So you could receive really good news from someone around this time. I do feel, for some reason, I keep hearing that you are of a mystery to uncover to another person, and their energy towards you could feel, you know, slightly intense or passionate. Let's see. Your first tea leaf is the dolphin, with financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. All right, beautiful. We're finally getting a little bit different messages here. Now, dolphin symbolism could be an indication of somebody who lives by the ocean, whether that be you or another person. On a very literal level with this card, there is some type of financial gain that you are reaping reward from, of an investment in the past, something you purchased in the past, something that you did in the past, maybe something you even applied to in the past. There also could be money that's owed to you when the dolphin comes through. You also have the dog far away, with a distant friend is thinking of you. So there's an energy that is not necessarily right next to you. They may be at a distance in some way, shape, or form. But it looks like you are very heavy on someone's mind right now. And Leo, you also have the cup. You should accept valid criticism. All right, so when the cup comes through, that's an interesting energy, because the cup gives you an energy of being open to opinions of maybe your situation or a situation around you. And sometimes those energies could be hard to hear, but sometimes other people can see certain situations in a different light. And you do have the energy of I am centered. So I do feel like for some of you, there definitely could be, you know, that energy, like I said, with the passion and the multidimensionality. It's almost like if you are connecting to somebody on a very intense level right now, there could be this energy of getting to know each other, especially when the cup comes through, of saying, well, I really like this about you, but I don't know if this part about a situation or a personality is compatible. So you may actually be in a, and I say the cup energy because there's a teapot and a cup. So I almost feel like you and another person may be having a conversation around this time of, you know, I really enjoy when things are like this, but I don't really enjoy when things are like that. So be open. It could be them and you, vice versa, that is giving this energy, because I do feel like when I see cup, I get mutual energy. So let's see what your overall energy is from the tarot for the day. Now that I see the way your cards are coming through, there's definitely a couple different things going on, and they could all hold a sense of intensity, with the sun in Scorpio being that overall energy. Some of you could just be connecting to a Scorpio and it's very specific. But let's see, your overall energy from the tarot is win or lose with the 5 of Swords. Yep. I am not surprised that you have this energy, because it's almost like you're feeling something on a very high vibrational level. And, you know, what goes down must come up, and what goes up must come down. And it looks like this energy is not fully going down and it's not fully going up. Something is stabilizing here for you. And I feel like that may be surprising in your energy, because I'm getting this energy of awaiting for the shoe to drop, awaiting for something to go wrong. In all actuality, things may just be neutral and just leveling themselves out. So let's clarify this here with the 5 of Swords. So on the 5 of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords. There you go. There's the victory to it. Where it's almost like there was this fear. When something is so heightened and something is so exciting, sometimes there's that fear of like, all right, well, how long is this energy going to last? And is it going to drop too far down to the point of the total opposite of excitement? The Ace of Swords clarifying the Five of Swords gives that direct indication of no, it won't. It actually is needed. This criticism or valid criticism between you and another person may be needed for you two to talk about. With the Five of Swords to the Ace of Swords, that is a conversation that is needed. That could be slightly a little bit uncomfortable to have, or just a feeling of, especially when you get vulnerable, sometimes that could feel uncomfortable. But the Ace of Swords to the Five of Swords as well, you do have the Dolphin here. You may definitely receive some good news regarding some type of financial gain that you have been waiting for, almost waiting for in a sense of, there could have been a pessimistic attitude towards the waiting when the Five of Swords comes through. What's coming your way is the Emperor. So 2 readings in a row, what's coming your way is the Emperor. So this could be a boss. This could be an employer. This could be a divine counterpart for you. Some of you may be receiving inheritance from parents. The Emperor would rule the father figure, grandfather figure. Let's see, Leo, your influence is the Eight of Pentacles. So you are focused on something right now. You have your eyes on the prize. You are putting in work. You are putting in effort into things, into people, into yourself. And your unexpected energy for the day is the King of Cups. All right. Your advice is the Two of Swords. So your advice is to open up, see things clearly. Do not close off your heart. And your outcome is the Chariot. So the Chariot for me is a moment of a breakthrough. The Chariot also indicates timing for me. So it does look like with the Chariot and your outcome, the timing is right for something, right? This financial gain is finally coming your way. The timing is right. This passionate connection neutralizing itself. The timing is right for something to ground itself in your energy. All right, let's clarify this. Before I talk on your unexpected energy, I want to see why you have the King of Cups. And with a clarification first. But let's see, the Emperor of what's coming your way. Some of you may even get placed in a leadership role or get hired by somebody when the Emperor comes through. We have the Knight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the King of Cups. Interesting. So it looks like you ignoring your feelings or ignoring what your heart wants, those days are over. So doing what you love for work, loving and opening up to love, because it does look like there's like a back and forth where, especially single Leos, I feel like a part of you is like, yeah, I want to open up. And the other part of you is kind of like, are we sure about that? Or is that something I really do want to do? Keep in mind, you have multidimensionality coming through for the day. So that shows me that you are hanging out on a couple of different frequencies. You may be hanging out on the frequency of being open-hearted. And then the next hour, you're hanging out on the frequency of being closed off. Because it looks like what's coming your way is somebody that wants to receive more of your energy and receive more of your love, receive your effort, right? If this is somebody that wants to employ you or somebody that wants to give something to the connection here. And you have the King of Cups here twice. So there is a stabilization to feelings here. You have the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. So you may actually see somebody's energy emotionally mature in front of your eyes. You may be also going through an emotional maturity sense. And you also have the Five of Pentacles here to the Four of Cups. So I feel like past you may have ignored certain things or people or experiences out of fear of abandonment or out of fear of it not working out or out of fear of not being chosen. And it looks like you are breaking through that energy, Leo. On the Eight of Pentacles of your influence, we have the Temperance card, we have the Star, beautiful, and the Eight of Swords. So you are really working on getting out of your head and back into focus. And with Temperance to the Star coming through, this is that energy of working with both planes, working with the spiritual plane and working with the physical plane. And it looks like today you are highly doing that for some reason. Why? You have a lot of frequency and a lot of connection to both earth and spiritual realm. So I would really pay attention to the signs, because it looks like something that you may have been spiraling over or overthinking about. Is my effort worth it? Was my effort worth it? In due time, you will see that it was. On the Eight of Swords in your influence, we have the Three of Pentacles, because something is finally going to be working itself out for you. It does look like after a period of waiting, though. Like I said, the Chariot for me is a timing card of a breakthrough, and the timing may finally be right for something in your life here. And now you can resonate to multiple of these messages here. King of Cups in your unexpected energy with the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Six of Wands. So this is unexpectedly allowing yourself to be seen, to be heard, to be spoken to be engaged with. So I don't know how distant or detached you have been from either socializing or love or just putting yourself out there in general. But there is some type of recognition coming in, and it's going to help you put down your guard. And that may be the valid criticism you may be receiving right now, to put down your guard. Somebody may say, hey, Leo, you're a little guarded, or you're a little hard to read, or you're a little hard to get to, or, you know, not that that's a bad thing, but sometimes when we have a wall up, we miss things. And why does that happen? Because of the Two of Swords and your advice, because we actually can't see them. Blindfolded energy. All right, so now I see what your potential valid criticism may be. Two of Swords in your advice with the Three of Wands. Beautiful, the Death card having that transformation, and the Six of Swords. So you're being advised to move your energy forward, put down the blocks, put down the guard, and be open to what is being delivered to you. Because it looks like you have a couple things being delivered to you here, Leo. You have the Six of Swords and you have the Chariot. There could be some advice or guidance to travel, move around your energy, things along those lines. On the Chariot in your advice, in your outcome, we have the Chariot. Hello. The King of Swords, the Fool, and the Ten of Swords. So the Two of Pentacles. All right, all right. So the breakthrough's happening, but the energy of risk, of open-hearted energy, you're still slightly going back and forth on it. But you may find yourself more clear around this time instead of so uncertain. The High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. All right. Okay. So you kind of started with the Ace of Swords in your overall energy, and now we end with it. So I definitely do feel like there is something going on through some type of communication, news coming in, conversation being had, breakthroughs happening on a level of, you know, you may have a very almost like logical conversation with somebody that actually cracks your heart open a little bit. Sometimes those things are needed, but you have the Chariot here twice. So I do want to say for some of you, there is some type of travel energy involved or distance in location. Some of you may receive a job offer that requires you to travel, and or there could be a business trip in the energy or being presented to you. Some of you may start a job that may just be a little farther away than where or how you're used to working. But this is what I have here for you, Leo. Very, I want to say it could be a slightly intense day. Could be a lot of things going on, or just a lot of energies of breakthroughs and movements for you. In terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, we have Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, strong Cancer, Pisces, and Virgo. So let's see what your ending oracle is from the Starseed Oracle. And I actually do have something to say. These double Chariot energies reminded me of it. Because I got a random download about y'all Leos. So I almost forgot to say it, but it's like my guides were like, no, we're going to give you the chariot on the chariot in the outcome to remember that you tell them this. All right, here we go. Your ending oracle from the Starseed Oracle is water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. All right, I love that card. What a beautiful card. All right, water your garden. Here we go. Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such, you're a seasonal being. Cyclic. You won't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes, rest, and refuel. I knew I felt something about stable, neutral energy, and that's exactly what I felt. I felt like, all right, this is not going to be on and in full force constantly. Something is neutralizing. Thank you, card. All right, so take a moment to restock, replenish, and slow down. Your body is the only body you're given, and it needs to be respected as such. You're being called to take responsibility for your well-being, to put your health and body first. I know it can feel like time is running out and or as if there are urgent things that simply cannot wait. However, if you keep pushing, soon fatigue can set in. This way of living isn't sustainable. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, and it will take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more common because people are putting too much pressure on our bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. Wow. Oh my gosh. And you have multidimensionality with like the earth and the spiritual realm. The sun and Scorpio energy showing such strong intensity. So they're saying, all right, the intensity is good at moments, but don't forget to neutralize. Don't forget to stabilize. Mother Earth with Metatron. How are you being called to put on the brakes to restore and to rest? When was the last time you took a holiday or a full weekend day or afternoon off? Oh, some of you, double chariot vacation. Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself time to recover when you find yourself running on your reserves. There is enough time. Life will bend towards you when you do. Wow. Very cool. Very amazing. All right, so Leo, this is what I got about y'all. Not that long ago, and maybe some of the astrology people on this channel can give it to me. Is something happening with Leo during Cancer season, or maybe like close to Cancer season or something? Because I don't know if I was sleeping or if I was just staring into nothingness. I get downloads when I'm staring at the wall and staring into nothingness, and I get them when I'm sleeping. I can't really remember which one there, how this was. But I had a vision of, I saw the sun. Oh, I did go to a channeling class, guys. I went to a psychic school. That was really cool. I'll tell you all about that in a second. Anyways, so I saw the sun, but then I seen the moon at the same time come through to the sun. And the moon was like, it almost looked like it was the sun, but you can tell it was the moon. And it had like this celebratory energy to it, almost like the moon was celebrating the sun. So I just thought about y'all, obviously, and I'm like, is Cancer season going to be a really good season for Leo? Because, you know, that's your luminary match, right? The sun and the moon. And I don't know, I just was like, I just felt Cancer season when I saw that. It was like the moon was like celebrating the sun. It was almost like the sun was having a party for themselves and the moon was there to like celebrate it. So I don't know, astrology people, is something going on with Leo and the astrological energies that could somehow correlate to Cancer season? Y'all know I don't really look into the astrology that much, instead of it's like a new moon or a full moon or maybe like a big retrograde. Because, you know, I like to keep the energy reads full energy. Because what, if I, like y'all, some of y'all already heard my announcement about that. Because my subconscious will pick up on things. If I look into the astrology, I know my subconscious is going to try to make the reading about that. And I don't like that happening. I want full force, straight up reading the energy without having any external information of what could be happening into the planets. That's just how I read. I'm straight energy. Yeah, I'll look into astrology here and there, but it's not what I'm doing in a consistent way. So where are my astrology people at? I know there's somebody on this channel that always comes through for me. So hopefully they watch this reading, but I know there are a lot of other of you that know what's going on. And honestly, my curiosity is so high that I might end up looking it up after I finish this reading. But that's what I have here for you, Leos. I went to a channeling class at a psychic school. It was so cool. I'm going to tell y'all all about that. I think I'm going to make like a secondary video of it. It's not going to be a reading. It's just going to be me getting out a video on camera, face to face, just talking about my experience with the channeling class. But it was like really cool and really confirming to all of the things that I have done and seen and continuously do. So it was awesome. So thank you, my beautiful Leos. I love y'all. Have a great day or night, wherever you are at in the world. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't lose the channel. Bye now.